Sean, oh.
Come on, A1? Yeah.
A1,
Nah,
yeah.
A1 been had Madden.
Oh, he just said in the chat that he just got
I thought he said they got the game last week, I thought.
Yeah, he just
I
said he
seen
just
that nigga
got
on.
it.
I have that nigga as a friend. That nigga's been on Madden for at least about a week and some change. At least. Probably just been playing online.
Yeah, I guess I mean, if you got that joint within the last 2-3 weeks, you could say I just got mad for real.
Yeah, I still new compared to all of us, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who got out there release, nigga?
And especially playing head to head, you're not really getting you're not getting the league look on some fucking head to head games.
Man, that's gonna take a season.
That shit going. Nah, I mean maybe a season, but he should at least beat D West. I ain't gonna lie, A1 Sean's not bad at all at the game.
He should at least beat who? I thought you said he playing McCoy.
I'm talking about like just in general in that division, he should at least beat D West once. Out of this season's games, their 2 matchups, I expect at least 1 win out of that.
Good D.
That nigga McCoy is quick hiking the fuck out of him, boy. Jesus Christ.
And then running in.
I just
going to the running back.
And everything. Yeah, he just doing all this.
Yeah, that motherfucker boy. No, bitch. Get on my fucking nerves.
Would've worked the sideline, kid.
Oh shit, Ant started a jump.
Yes, sir.
Oh, there you go. I'm about to say, what the fuck? I ain't heard you in this motherfucker, man. He posted in the chat. What's up, bro?
My YouTube shit usually pop up. Okay, phone. Oh shit.
Bo, I got you soon as the show over, buddy.
Fuck.
Sir Isaac Cannon.
All right. You already know how we great come with it. My favorite episodes, my favorite conversation, my favorite talk is the Diaper Dandies. Especially after the draft. Off season's over with. I ain't been asleep yet. Finally got to look at my team last night while everybody started snoring. Yo, everybody was up late as hell. Everybody, not just, us. Everybody.
How many of y'all started seeing the light before y'all really shut it down?
Me? I ain't even shut it down yet. Well, here we go. Hey, man, the title of this thing is, I don't know if I said Diaper Dandies in the title or not, but I know I said NFC, East, West, North, South. the home of the champions, NFC. All right. Right away, we get into the conversations. You know, last night, me and Snake do what we always do on the late night. We do what we do, which is talk about positions. And then when we get into the next day, when guys start to play games and start to, figure out who, which one of these guys they drafted going to start for them, and, all the little things you get into, games start getting played. Then we start talking about our off season as a whole, not just draft, the off season as a whole. What happened from, the moment you either wasn't in the playoffs and you knew it was time to get your GM on. I mean, and right before the Super Bowl got played, Rasul Rahim Skadimes, his emails, his phone, his FaceTime, whatever it was going crazy in a period where you just saw all things happening. I mean, I know the rules chat was kind of busy last night, man. I hope they was approving these things and guys wasn't just, doing me. Send that shit, dog. Okay, send that shit over. Let me get that. Let me get that. But we're going to talk about the NFC today. We're going to talk about the entire NFC conference. I'm going to talk about, each team, try to spend, some good time, a good amount of time on each team. We're going to talk about the draft and what they did in the draft, who did what, how they did, grades, all that good stuff. We're going to talk about when it comes down to it. You know what I'm talking about? So that's what I'm ready to get into right now. So we're going right to roster to start it off right now. And when we start with the NFC, you have to start with the divisional winners. And we go from there. The number 2 team in that division last year was the Cowboys. The number 3 team was the Washington football team. The number 4 team was the Eagles team, who did some really good things this draft. He was a little bit more happier. He didn't have his bottom lip poked out like last draft. He was kind of comfortable this time around, man. They decided they was going to do some things over there, and they were trying to get it done right now, man. We had 2 Florida State quarterbacks go in the first round. One went in the beginning of the first round, and the other one went at the end of the first round. Both of them came in from high school to college, played on the same team in college. I mean, that Florida State might have had the most kids come out the draft this year. It was Florida State everywhere. I just don't understand how they didn't win a college football championship yet. Again, I made that comment last night. They look like the Ravens right now, man. Got a good team. Everybody wants to be a part of it, and they just can't get over that hump yet right now, right? But these guys are still loaded. They will be loaded again. But the other sleeper team that's coming up through the ranks right now is the U is back, man. Miami is back. That matchup last year between Florida State and Miami was lights out. We're starting to see some talent coming out of Miami, man. It's like the Florida kids are just staying home. They're recruiting great on the East Coast, and they do a really good job on the West Coast as well. All right, one more chance. So let's get to it right now and go find those Giants to see, what happens for the New York Giants. I mean, they were swinging, and getting their GM on right now, man. They got their GM.com on the entire offseason. The moment they lost, they went in attack mode, and let's go get it. So, let's tell a little quick story. They got rid of Saquon Barkley, hoo, yeah, that we all know that story. They got draft picks in the process of getting away to Saquon Barkley. They brought over Saint Barkley. They're not related to each other, right, at all right, but Saint Barkley is now a New York Giant from that Chargers trade. They told y'all out loud, Elijah Manning is our guy. He's our leader. All things go through him. So when you got a quarterback that got that much confidence and faith in him, you have to be able to build your program around him, period. So what do? You got to get weapons of protection. Conversation is always the same. For a quarterback, he needs weapons and protections. However you do it, I think the most important part is the men in the trenches. But we know they had a really good offensive line already. They even added another veteran to that offensive line through trade. And they moved around. So the Giants, a deep playoff team, lost in the divisional round of the playoffs. And they found a way to slide all the way up to the 6th pick in this draft. So you had the football team, who had a playoff pick, slid to the number 2 spot. You had the Cowboys, who did some shit that, you know, you can't, it just doesn't go unnoticed. I mean, you could possibly say that Mr. Quincy might have had the best offseason too. I'm looking at the chat and I'm hearing Bills, 49ers, and hearing that. Dandy, I didn't really go, you know, through it and see what happened in free agency with the Bills. But, you know, we know the Bills, they go get the older veterans and then they draft and they put those guys together and they become, you know, great. Simple as that. But the Cowboys did some things over there. I mean, listen, Sidney Cake, a guy we've been trying, you know, wanting to see since he came out in the first draft, be that guy. And, you know, he showed flashes, but he really never, you know, took that stride in the Falcons offense because that's just not the Falcons style. What he is he's a dual threat for sure. He's the guy that, you know, can make things happen with his feet. Where they already strong at running the football, they go get a quarterback that, you know, can help move the chains on, you know, big downs as well. And now I think the Cowboys are starting to show you where their grade go at now. I mean, they got a monster running back that they can put at the fullback spot, all stock. Remember that name? Tampa Bay Buccaneers, all stock. They got a family member of his over there in that backfield as well. Some big time tight ends that can play the fullback role. This team is ready to steamroll over people right now, man. So I like what they did. The Eagles, you know, they picked Deshaun. I don't know if Deshaun Watson's on the shelf, but they made a power move to go get a quarterback in the first round. Reminds me of Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre, or Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love. Right now, Deshaun Watson, you know, he revived himself, went to the Eagles, and he had, you know, solid seasons over there. You know, got his team into the playoffs, took over that team, had a great season last year to be able to get in the playoffs again, and now it's a battle over there on who's going to be the starter going forward. I think the Eagles is in blow up mode over there right now, which is a great thing. All right, but with that being said, let's get over here and let's talk about this New York Giants football team, and we start with their quarterback. All right, so obviously Pro Bowl quarterback, you know, this is going to be his 3rd season as a starter. And, you know, the development process for this guy is tremendous. He can do everything as a quarterback. You know, they're starting to open the playbook up a little bit bigger for him right now. His intelligence is solid. He plays really well throughout the entire game. He can be a game manager or he can be a big time playmaker for this team. But the arm talent is undeniable with Elijah Manning. And what they did with that 6th pick was they went and got, you know, a relative. And if you guys follow our Balling with the Guru episodes, then you know about the Cannon family, right? And if you know about the Cannon family, then you know it's 3 in the league right now. I mean, they got sisters that, you know, played on the same team in Miami basketball on an undefeated team over there. But the younger brother who dominated in New Jersey, 62 receiving touchdowns in 1 season in high school football. That's amazing. I mean, 6'6", he runs like he's John Ross, or he runs like he's Henry Ruggs, or he runs like he's Hollywood Brown, or even, you know, I can't say Tyreek Greek, like, whew, see you later. But at 6'6", man, to come into the league at 6'6", 215 pounds, very, very, you know, let's take a look at him. Like, I think this guy he has a basketball build to me. Like, he's not built completely like a football player. You know, skinny, but, you know, muscular, really no body fat. This kid is a workout warrior. And I think, you know, when you make a statement like this, we're going to go get this kid. We moved up to number 6 spot, and you got the guy that turns your franchise around, which is DK Metcalf, and you part ways with DK Metcalf. So we watched the Giants part ways with Saquon Barkley. Some might say way too early. Then we watch him part ways with DK Metcalf. Some might say a little too early. Who knows? We don't know. But what we know is they trust in their process. And to trust your process, you know, means a lot because you're going to live or die by the sword. Simple as that, right? Like I said, you know, the guy might be the best athlete in their family. You got Josh Cannon for the Detroit Lions out there in Motor City. Motown, you got Seth Cannon, who will take his younger brother under his wing. Another situation like the Baltimore Ravens over there with J.C. Fields and Casey Fields. But now you got Isaac Cannon, who comes, we call them New York Giants, but they play in New Jersey. The Meadowlands is in New Jersey. So, it must be great to be, you're not going to be homesick, not going to be too far away from your situation. You go out to Florida State, get to live away from parents, and they all call him a mama's boy, but they get to live away from the parents for 2.5 seasons, 3 seasons, and then you're back home in New Jersey right now. So he bought his mama a new crib, and he bought it right there in Camden, New Jersey. Now, who the hell would be a football player and decide to buy their mama a crib in Camden, New Jersey? If you don't know about Camden, New Jersey, look that shit up. And then y'all come back to me and say, damn, why would he want to live there? The fuck? You know what he said? He said, man, I want to raise my kids in the hood so they can have that dog mentality I had growing up. The grandmama, she's going to raise my babies. Simple as that. I don't know, I'm just talking shit, but he is in Camden now. That's where he got his mama staying at right now. But Isaac Cannon at 6'6", with 96 speed right now. That's kind of like a Tyreek Hill, though, right? Snake, just a bigger version. Like, I mean, Tyreek Hill is 99.99 at like 5'10", I think, 5'10", 5'9", somewhere like that. So that 6'6" at 96 speed, 96 XL, that's like being 99 speed with that, that type of length on him, man. This kid that's flying, bro. That's flying in a in a power forward shooting guard. Well, nowadays shooting guard body. Like, this is like having KD on a football field.
Yeah, exactly. No, Mr. Go get him.
All right, let's get out of here for a second. Let's get to him right now, man. That's just, that's just. We don't got to look at his stats. We just know he's 96 speed, 96 XL. Already an X factor. He's unlocked. They're projecting him to be that guy. So, that X factor is rightfully so because of what he did in college, man. And then, he worked out the combine. This kid was, it's worth moving up. It's worth giving up the house to go get a kid like this. The question is the physical stuff that goes on in an NFL football game. Listen, you got DBs that can jam. Now, that's just, if we could pick on anything that he might not be the greatest at, and on paper it doesn't look like such a problem for them, but 6'6", 215 pounds. You get some of these corners like a Jalen Ramsey. You get some of these corners like a Humphreys, these physical corners, right? How is he going to be getting off the press? And that's been the question. You saw him struggle in the Miami game last year with the cornerback from Miami pressing him all game long. My question would be is, how fast can he pick up on, getting off the line of scrimmage, the moves he use, hitting them ladders, footwork, how you coordinate your hand, your hips, your hands, your legs, everything got to all correlate together to get off of some of these situations. And you're playing the Cowboys, who will play you man and man and will put a fist in your chest. You're playing a Washington football team who will play you man and man and put a fist in your chest. So he's going to get, at least 4 games a season where he's going to have to really show, can he get off the press? That would be the only question about this kid when you look at his ratings. Now, I say that, but then you look at the release, is already up +3. So this kid came in with a 90 release. He already had a dev up probably, which made it a 91. And with that +3 to it, their coaching staff is getting right to work on his weakness right now. I mean, obviously, the green arrow's up +3, that 94. I love it. So, Snake, what type of receiver, if you had to, without seeing him play it down, only seeing his college tape, what type of receiver would he best resemble?
Man, it might sound a little funny, but without actually playing a tight end position, he kind of might give you some some Pitts vibes, man. He really can go do everything out there, man. You know, I mean, do some Calvin stuff. He can do a little bit of everything. It's not. Have we seen something like this size, no homo, whatever? This. What was hit a receiver? I mean, I guess you know. So it's been some big shoes set in front of them. You know, with the hitters and the Falks of the world. You know, when they get these type of receivers, they go score every other play, every other catch, and you know, to show them works. And but like it's just can he live up to that?
Right.
He got a lot. He coming in with a lot of hype on his back with a target. You know what I mean? When you danced in the end zones in college and stuff and talking shit in college, man, you come into the league, especially with the Cannon name, you coming with a target on your back. So it's just like, man, I don't think he'll really be able to sneak up on too many folks. It's just he's coming in the mark man already. I would say.
I think you know, Darren Waller, you know, tight end that flexed out tight end, right? But this kid is a fast down, is a faster Darren Waller. So I would put him in somewhere between like a, you know, I don't want to get a guy the Moss label already, right?
Right.
And it would be almost crazy to give him the Calvin Johnson.
Kyle Pitts, Darren Waller, kind of like what we said for real until we. You know what I mean? See how they really get fully integrated in the system. I mean, we've seen them do a bit of everything on the college level, though. So it's just like, just like you've seen the Giants. The Giants run a couple of different systems. They definitely like to throw the ball downfield. But yeah.
Now, what I do know is, you know, they are. And when you lose a John Ross, when you lose a DK Metcalf, you're kind of resetting at the receiver position. I mean, Plexico, the son of, was already in the system last year, and he's a big receiver. I mean, they're kind of changing their tune a little bit. You know, outside of DK Metcalf, it was, you know, all little guys, the little, you know, those you know, short receivers that get pit work in. Like they kind of look like the Cardinals at one point before Sheldon came, the Ravens at one point, the Dolphins, you know, the little short guys running around, you know, as your one and your two, making things happen right now. Now these guys are dealing with 6'6", 6'5", and speed. He's an impact starter right away. He comes in as the #1 receiver ASAP. There's no choice. You got rid of the guy, you know, your guy. You got rid of your guy, so he has to come in right now and you know, take on that role right now. Let me ask you this: is it going to be a grace period for this team when it comes down to the gel process? They literally have a whole new receiver room for the most part.
They got Plax and Tony, who's been in the system, and knowing this Giants organization, you know, they've had their eye on this kid. So rumor has they slipped him a playbook early. So I think he's gonna get the ball early and often.
Yeah, I heard that same shit. So Dimes will give us the real details on that right now. They kind of, once they moved up to pick number 6, they kind of figured, you know, this is it. Yeah. This is the guy we getting right here. Let's talk to him. You know, when they had their little you know, one-on-one interviews, you know, you got position coaches sliding him information, and they kind of putting him on, you know, on a chalkboard. Hey, tell me what this is. What do you do when you do this and that? I mean, he's very, very, very intelligent. So, you know,
real close to tampering without no receipts. Though.
Right. Without exactly. All right. So, you know, the one question mark this Giants football team had was the backfield. I think they settled in on what they did. They went and got DeAndre Swift. Now I like this move. Some people might say, 27 years old, really, like, you know, 94 overall. This is what I'll say about DeAndre Swift. When the Lions was locked in playing, DeAndre Swift was baller. He was a baller. He was part of the reason why the Giants was ahead of their schedule and making the playoffs in back-to-back seasons. After, you know, the first season they tanked, and then they went to the playoffs the next 2, maybe the next 3. But DeAndre Swift played a big role in it. And when the coach was on, this guy was 1,000-yard back every season that, you know, the coach for the Detroit Lions had him, was playing games, you know what I'm saying, where they wasn't in tank mode trying to rebuild. he played really well. I like this because what you're saying right now is give us another veteran. They didn't want to bring in Joe Mixon back. Joe Mixon, helped them out last year. He produced for them, but I think DeAndre Swift, legitimately can hold the fort down over here. You got a different type of back. He ain't gonna kill you with blazing speed at all though, but right, he can he's durable, 97 carry, ball vision 91. These are the things you need with him. I think their eggs are in the St. Barkley's basket. They got him developed to a superstar. This is the guy that you're really waiting on. As you see his progression, he played really well down the stretch. For this team, really well. So I just think they give themselves a couple of backs in the backfield, possibly four of them in the backfield. I mean Swift, Jacobs, you got Jacobs Jr., you got Barkley, and you got Benjamin Bradshaw. All these guys have different styles to the way they play.
Different backs for different situations.
Exactly.
Situational backfield, basically.
I like the DeAndre Swift move. You got an X Factor guy. For pretty much a third round pick, you got him for 2/3 in the same draft class, and to me it's a steal. It's a steal that puts you in a comfortable situation because you got a legit 1,000-yard back in your backfield. So that's simple.
And bring a vet to the team that's been there before as they're going through this transformation. A lot of these younger players coming in. And you lose some of that playoff experience from players like a Metcalf or Saquon. You got to kind of like sprinkle some vets, So he's a vet with actually not a lot of mileage on this. It looked like the Lions was going through some stuff last season. So Swift definitely had a year off in Cabo where he didn't get that 300 carries over there or anything. So he
at all
looking to revitalize his career.
All right, so to me, the weapons they're putting themselves in a situation. I think this Giants team is, when it comes down to the run game, it's going to be by committee. That their answer to getting rid of Saquon is we're going to get production out of multiple backs. Again, I think they was on to something last season. At the end of the season, going into the playoffs, they was on something. With the way they use Mixon and Barkley together. I think they going to better get back to that again. Over here. You look at the receiver room, we talked about it already. Tony's here. He kind of really never lived up to the number first round pick that they had, but he's still here, and I think they keep him around because they need somebody that has a history of understanding this offense and this system to better teach it to these younger guys that are up and coming in this over here. They bring in Amari Cooper. I love this move. I love the fact that they bring in Amari Cooper. I don't think Amari Cooper is there, to be Amari Cooper of old. I think he's there to help develop this young talent. How about the tight end position? Chance Davis. I like this pick. This was a steal. Not going to wow you with speed, but we talked about them tight ends, 95 special catches. This guy can do some things right now. I think they can flex him. They can move him around a little bit. He could play a little bit of fullback. He could be at the tight end position, hand in the dirt. He could flex him out. You could do some things with these three tight ends. That you can work some things out. Maybe they install some things where they got three tight ends on the field and work something out there. But I like it though. They definitely, if anything, they're definitely too strong at the tight end position. I think Chance is a blocker. If I'm correct?
Chance definitely got some good. Definitely make immediate impact in the run blocking game.
Yes, sir.
I know they'll run that two and three tight end systems out there and give you some red zone threat actually as well with him being 6'6". And having that 95 spec catch, you know what I mean? He'll I'm sure he'll see the field. Be a good decoy out there with, when you got the multiple running backs and like you just weapons and protection, like you say.
Sure.
Multiple weapons in here for Elijah. He screened Elijah was that guy. So I mean, they got a dude in the wide receiver, but it's like they're just adding plenty of weapons around him. They got a dude in Cannon, but they adding plenty of weapons, giving him plenty of options, man.
Yes, sir. Being able to show you that they got a multiple offense that's not, really not held to just one title. They can do a little bit of everything, especially with their quarterback back there flinging. Now, Ronnie Stanley at 32 years old, he's up there in age right now, but he's still, 94 overall. I don't know if he's declining or not, but that 94 not looking all good over there. But Sean, they already had a solid offensive line. They go get Tyree Phillips, move him to the center position at 29 years old, and they secure their lineup even better because now they got a couple superstars amongst this line. You're looking at there from left to center. You got the left tackle, the left guard, and the center is the superstar. I'm quite sure we're gonna look at a superstar at right guard, and then let's go to the right tackle. And they just loaded up 5 superstars across that line of scrimmage. That helps out everything because those guys with abilities play well. Simple as that. It makes your line step up. You saw it with the New England Patriots when they devved up to 2 more superstars on that offensive line. J.K. Dobbins went dummies throughout that playoff run. So having that is a great look. That gives them an offensive line. What would you play this team twice a year, man? How strong and how tough is that offensive line?
I mean, definitely have a strong offensive line with them superstars, them abilities out. I think they just. I mean, we've seen Elijah Manning definitely do some things, carry his team deep into the playoffs, and I mean, shoot, you see multiple running backs back there running the ball. So it's just, and they got a system out there.
Well, they definitely got him protection, and we have weapons on this team, and a lot of development with the weapons, though. All right, now you go on the defensive side of things. They got rid of Aziz, one of their top pass rushers at one point. They had some veterans along the line when they made the move for Chandler Jones. Up there in age, they lost a couple of guys, to abilities and age. But to get to that 6th pick, they gave up 2 of their best pass rushers. They gave up Aziz, and they gave up Roche, right? Wasn't that Quincy Roche they gave up to the Falcons? Yeah, the Falcons. So the Falcons went defensive heavy in the offseason, which we'll talk about when we get to that team. But they lost some really good studs, young studs too. Let's see what they did to replace it. They bring in Josh Allen in that trade. So I don't know where this came from. Was that part of that DK Metcalf trade? Just Josh Allen being over here? That's smart. 29 years old. He still got a lot of tank left in him. Was this part of the DK Metcalf trade?
Yeah, it was.
So that's a steal right now, man. To me, you upgraded that DM just by getting him. You lose the veteran in Chandler Jones. Who was the other one? Quincy Williams or somebody like that?
Quincy Roche.
No. You had your D tackles too that lost their abilities for age.
Leonard's at D
Leonard,
tackle.
yeah. All right, so you bring in him. You got a guy that can help out with DJ Uman. Amen. So he's there. He balled out last year for them. He was a full-time starter last year for this team. If I'm correct, with 8.5 sacks, 19 tackle for losses. Not bad at all. Not bad at all for a young gunner like that right now.
Step up to X Factor.
So they 3 deep at the left end. They definitely got depth there. Bringing Josh Allen and really softens up the fact that they lost 2 premier pass rushers. On the right side of things, Carlos Basham. This must have been a free agency move. You pick up a guy that the Bills probably let go, but I think we know who he is. This kid was possibly the number 2 to 3 defensive end in that draft, 2021. 87 overall, solid player sitting right there. They got a rookie, Anthony Strahan. You already know what's going on over here. 6'8", 270 pounds, 86 speed, 87 excel. 95 strength right now from if this ain't Strahan type of material, and I don't know what it is right now. And you got to go get the bloodline. Simple as that. And we know what Ohio State produces when it comes down to pass rushers. I love it. Block shed is high right now, 88. Finesse moves 84. Power moves 85. He's a stud. I could almost guarantee he's going to challenge Carlos Basham for the starting role over there. If not, he's going to play a whole lot, man. This is a good problem to have. So when I was going to say, look, they got rid of pass rushers. That's a lot of production, a lot of stats from 2 guys that they lost. But I think they covered that, Snake. They covered it with everything they did, from drafting to picking up a free agent to trading. They solidified that outside pass rush from the defensive end position. Right and left look solid. Now
Right
Basham
and
doesn't
left.
have an ability. Let's see with Strahan. I don't know if he's going what he's coming out on. Let me take a look at him and see if he's a star or a superstar or even more, even an X Factor. Who knows? But we'll see. As I look at it, deep would go superstarred up right there. So you got a guy that they drafted a superstar. So once he unlocks, he's gonna be a problem. He's already 84. Let's see if that's his true 84. All right, so this kid's an 82 overall, 81 speed rusher, run stopper 81, power rusher 82. Literally 1 point away from each other right now. By the time they get that, 3 to 4 upgrades, he'll unlock and be able to use both of his boxes. So dog. So I like it now. So now, to me, I think they're very comfortable and at the right and left defensive end position. They deep. They can go 2 to 3 deep. Over there they got 5 good rushers that can play and give them some good snaps when they're on the field. Dexter Lawrence, 28 years old, no ability. Dexter Lawrence is still there, but then they got Dwayne Pierre-Paul, superstar, unlocked, 6'7", 320 pounds from out of Ohio State. So they attacked Ohio State's defensive line. You bring in a 6'7", 223 pounds. This kid is 81 speed, 80 excels, not slow whatsoever. Agile, 84, change of direction, 80 for D tackle, and up to 99 strength. If I click on him, let's see how much that green arrow got his strength after the 99.
+2.
+2. So he came in 97 strength, or 96 and dev'd up. Let's see what he do. Let's see if he dev'd up real fast. I don't spend too much time. Speed, yep, strength, 1 point dev. He came in at 96.
He's been around for 2 years, though.
Who he did?
He been in for 2 years, though. Yeah.
Oh, well, I thought he was a rookie.
Nah, that was Chuck. Chuck was the rookie last year.
All
right.
Just D tackle. He's just going through the D.
All right. Well, I mean, you're looking at guys that's 85 and above, young gunners, yep, young guys, yep. Yes, sir. All right. So I thought they were rookies. My bad. All right, cool. But we like the defensive tackle position too. So really, they have a good front four right now, bro. And they can literally go two to 3 deep at damn near each position from left to right to D tackle. So solid there. Let's see what they're doing at the linebacker line. Carl McLean is in his 3rd season right now. Solid, 23-year-old. They pick up Mac Long, 6'3", 227 pounds. See if he comes out on anything. Wooden 85, and he'll be a starter though. He gets the star package. 85 speed, 91 acceleration. Study like
he was in the back end. I think he was like a 4th or 5th.
I don't start this shit, bro. Y'all shit still doing this too?
Yep. I just got kicked out.
Oh my God, bro. And like the sad part about it is, man, they don't give a fuck. They really just leaving us out here to play a broke game, bro. That shit crazy. They gotta stop this shit. So I don't think Mac Long. I think he's a special teams guy. For right now. So I'll ask the coach himself, like, what's your intentions? Do you see that guy as playing for you this year, or, just coming down on special teams for the most part?
Mostly just special teams. Maybe if we see an increased role throughout practice, we might give him certain looks in certain packages, but he won't necessarily play much. We got a guy we drafted a little bit in front of him that'll predominantly get the next up man looks.
Alright, so Malik Harris is still around. He's pretty much the veteran along with Neil. Tyrone Pierce is here, superstar, so they kind of solid at linebacker. Von Teller goes from the middle linebacker to outside linebacker at this point right now. And then they Malcolm Banks, 83 overall, 6'6", 265. This kid has 88 speed, 88 excel, 85. You remind me of Voorhees a little bit. Change of direction, 85. Strength, 80 though. What do you think about that, man? That good strength for him at 6'6", 265?
I was hoping for him to be a little bit stronger. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Linebacker
just
is
the frame
fine,
he
though,
looks,
man.
but he's a linebacker, yeah. So, but when you click on him, and I was editing him, his jersey, his frame would just, it gave me more vibes than 80 strength. I was hoping for him to be a little bit stronger. I ain't gonna lie to you.
All right, so he does got 70 catching at the linebacker spot, but this guy's a pass rusher. That's where his strength at. He's a straight pass rusher at the linebacker spot. He can really do some things in that 3-4 front, whatever. I like him. I like this
He
guy a
ain't
lot,
no star.
actually.
You don't see a lot of guys come in with that high pass rush and stuff.
Right.
With the finesse, power, and box shedding. With the 93 hit power, that's and in the 80, he still got an 89 pursuit. That's actually it's a hell of a late pick, man. I mean, star or not, man, you gotta say it's for those. Some people be sticking around. Actually, in the drafts, it's round 4, pick 16, and he got him a potential starter. He definitely got him somebody to working on this team.
And not for nothing, I don't understand why Von Teller
6'6".
is playing outside linebacker, while you think he should still be the man in the middle, him and Pierce together, because this kid needs to be on the field right now, Malcolm Banks. Like, to me, he's a day one starter. Like, you legitimately got a day one starter. Like, in my opinion, on paper, he looks like he should be on the field. And then you're looking at, the middle linebackers at this point. Malik Harris, he's Malik Harris. I mean, I get it. He's been on your team since season 1. Neal, veteran, he can cover, but he's 31 years old. I mean, I'm riding out with Tyrone Pierce and Von Teller as my middle linebackers with the kid out here, 6'6". Chilling out here, Malcolm Banks. Take him to the bank. Load it up.
Yeah, Pierce and Miller in the middle, yeah.
All right, let's go to their secondary for a second right now. Sharif Webster has became the guy over there. They did make a late season trade for Marco Wilson, who's going to play pretty well for this team. Well, Darius is up there in age, in his 5th year, 29. He's still a superstar. You got D'Angelo Jackson, who, in my opinion, should, we'll see play some this year.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna have to see him play some this year. They don't,
Flango.
I thought they went and got themselves a rookie corner. I don't see him on the roster though.
He was a rookie last year, Justin Blango.
Blango.
His name was Walt something, like Thurston or some shit like that. Walt Thurston was his original name.
All right, well, the secondary's there. They got solid speed, and their secondary, led by Sharif Webster at the cornerback position. Let's get to the safety situation. Jimmy Adams, coming into his 4th season. They draft P.D. McCoy, 6'3", 220 pounds, 89 speed, 89 excel. I would like to know if he knocking heads off or not. He does have the superstar 92 hit power. This is legit. He can play that sub package for you. They also got a kid named Sheldon Gay, who I know for a fact was a corner, right? Moved to safety. Okay, so they move him to safety. He must got good hit power as well for them to make that decision. He went with Nud, 75 hit power. All right, finding a place for this guy to play on his roster. And then there's the kid Steph Cannon, who's ecstatic that he got his younger brother sitting here. Xavier McKinney seems like he's been around forever. And then they go get a Rob Sanders, the 5'9", the fastest safety in the draft, at 5'9", 200 pounds. A couple coaches was like, I wish you would have him back deep and this and that, but I like this kid. I don't know if he can play free safety. I think he's right at the right position, strong safety. I think he could put some work in, especially if he's a hitter. Go check that out real fast.
He got
92 hit power at 5'9". This is a more physical honey badger.
Yes, sir.
I think this kid might find his way on the field.
I mean, we played with Jabril year 1. I'm not.
This might have been this is up there with one of them steal picks right here, because everybody saw his speed, everybody saw the 40 time, but they all ignored his ass because he was a fucking 5'9" safety. But let's not act like the honey badger isn't somewhere between 5'10".
Right in the right spot, man. He was drafted round 3, pick 2. So
I'm just saying like this, 3 rounds, round 3 or not. I mean, it ain't bad like I hear, but I'm telling you, with that speed, guys overlook that.
That is a sleeper to me.
Definitely.
95, there's no way.
That's a steal. Now, you do got some, in that division, you got some, tree trunks over there. So, but guess what? He get to go against that every day in practice. That's all. Iron sharpens iron, right? In that situation. So let's see what type of shit we get out of this guy. What is he?
93 kick returns, so he can return kicks as well. So
Honey badger.
And what is he? Is he a star, superstar? What is this guy? Me personally, I think he is a star.
Fuck round Bills.
But if he is a superstar, that's another win right there, man.
Coming with 80 zone, 80 tackle, 90 pursuit, 90.
Why am I in that instead of in here? I mean, the kid. I mean, if you look
Yeah,
at
he's
just
a
look at
dog.
his ratings, man. He's a dog. He's hitting pursuit. He's 80 tackling, high zone right now. Solid, man.
Aggressive play ball
Yes,
tendency.
yes, yes, yes. You gotta work on that block shit and that man coverage. Other than that, man, everything's there for him. I mean, look, he comes in the league right now at strong safety, true
80
talent
zone.
wise, 26th ranking
Talk
as a
about
rookie,
it.
bro. So this is a steal. This is a flat out steal of the draft. Like this is one of those steals. We had a couple of steals in this draft, but this was one of them right here. I'm gonna check him out just to see if he's on what type of ability he's on. Is it stars, is it superstars, X Factor? Let's go on and look. Alright, let's see what we got with this kid. He got himself a superstar. Oh my god. It's a win. It's a flat out win right there, man. This is the way you dig deep and do your homework. You watched him in the combine and saw him get jiggy all through the combine. I mean, look at the 40 time. That lit everybody up. And the only knock on this guy was the speed. I mean, was the size. That's it. The only knock on him was his size, man. But obviously, he played bigger than his size out there in Maryland. Shit, he was in your neck of the woods, Snake. You didn't go watch this guy play.
Man, that mother hurt. I seen him at the club, man.
Seen him at the
After
club.
party. Seen him at the
Shit.
after parties in the clubs, man. Look,
Right.
overlook his ass, but hey,
He said he wanted to use you as his next promoter.
I know him. Hey, look, he got a good following, man. I ain't catch a whole lot of game tape, but the people definitely know about him. That's all you do is hear his name in the club. Even when he walk in the club, they act like he a local celebrity out here, man. So the people know about him.
hmm Well, hopefully they get to know about him on the field because I think he's going to demand time. Like, you got to play this kid. And when Seth get to be like, oh, my little brother on this team, oh my God, we ready to do it up. They got a guy like, man, you about to lose your job, homeboy. I don't know the fuck you talking about. You take your little 6'3" bony ass somewhere else, cause man, listen, I'm out here hitting just as hard as you and running faster than your slow ass. Holla at me. All right, Snake. Grade wise, what do you get the Giants, man? They had they had a really, really good draft, bro. This is a really good offseason period. I'm
solid.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to yours because I got my grade in mind. I like what he did.
Man, I think they definitely had a solid how should I say instantaneous, simultaneously changing of the torch, if that makes sense. But it's still keeping that team up at that competitive level. They really changed over a lot of their team in one off season. So I think that's impressive. With definitely making some of those. He did look like he did some good GMing too, and did some deep digging scouting. I think that regardless of what grade we give him, toward the middle end of part of the season, that grade is going to go up because he's going to get production out of a lot of these youngsters that he brought in here. So my grade might surprise you. I really might have to put him I don't think I can give him a grade because I think that some of the players he got actually might like outperform because he got some dogs over here.
really, yeah. I mean, all it is the process of development. How fast you develop. They already got good overalls as it is right now. They fit right in with what the team looks like.
They're gonna
already.
unlock on traits. A lot of players gonna unlock on the second ability. So I think this could be one of them teams that we look back. Let's say even if we was to give them a B plus or A minus, or whatever. I think that that grade, halfway towards the end part of the season, we could look back at this team and like, you know what, he really might have had one of the better drafts over there, or at least he got some of them players like in the right position. I mean, if you just look at that safety and that wide receiver alone, you added a whole lot of speed and depth on both sides. You got 2 impact players instantly.
I say two. I think 3 with the linebacker, the 6'6" kid.
I mean,
think
you
all
still
3
got
of those
the
guys.
other linebacker. If you get him over there in the right spot, and then you looking at him like, I mean, does that linebacker compete for some defensive end time? He already 80 above and finesse, power, block shedding, and power moves. So that's why I say I think it's gonna. The only thing I would say over here, he got some pieces, but you got to figure out to use them in the right situations and put them in the right situations. So I don't I mean, his grade, like I say, his grade could be dramatically higher or it could be dramatically lower 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, I think, but on paper right now, and what they did, they had a really good GM
Yeah,
offseason,
he
like
had a hell of a draft.
GM.com over here. That's what that was, GM.com. Good shit. I like it.
We just get him a thumbs up. I can't give him no
Right.
grade. We give him thumbs up
I
and thumbs
can.
down.
I think
Get him 2 thumbs up, man.
All right, we'll do that. I'll stick with it. 2 thumbs up. All right, we'll
Let's
rock
give him
out
2
with that.
thumbs up, bro.
All right, so while we
thumbs up, thumbs
thumbing
down
him
today.
up right now, we got you out of the club and on the mic right now. Let's go, Cowboys, bitch. First, it starts right here. When everybody else is moving and you don't see the snake in the grass, your ass getting hit. You're getting bit. You better cut your grass, because if you don't, he cutting a piece of cake. Simple as that. And it starts right there. It's hitting the cake. Brings him in. 92 speed, 92 excel. It's the exact type of quarterback that this team likes. This coach is known for having a dual threat quarterback and using that dual threat quarterback on the likes of the way Boone used to do it. Similar in style. If he does that, bring that out right now. I like it. I do like the fact that they made this move. This is not a move that this is a guy that you wanted. Like, you was trying to move up bad in that draft to get this guy, and then you come full circle back 4 years later, and you got him. It's just that simple. You kept your eye on him. You kept your antennas up on him his entire career as a Falcon, and then you stepped in and then struck Cobra style. Simple as that. Cobra Kai. Sydney cake, bro. I like it. I like it over here. He has the tools to be a really, really good passer, and I think that does help their passing game with this type of quarterback in there. So their whole offseason starts right here, in my opinion, and just this move alone, and really, you gave up your quarterback, and really didn't lose much to get this type of quarterback. The problem is this: is the dirt on his jersey from Atlanta going to carry over in Austin? That's the question. Because the kid he's one of the better quarterbacks in that first draft class. And he's 98 overall. He's solid as shit at quarterback. The yards is there. He throws the ball. The problem is he's a turnover magnet. You cannot be a good quarterback and a great quarterback in this league where you turn the ball over way more than you produce points. You know what I'm saying? So you look at it season 1. I mean, every year is a big difference except for that 2024 year. All right, 75.5 QB rating as a rookie, threw for 4,900, but he threw 29 touchdowns and 43 picks. He comes and follows that up with, yes, he got better. He definitely got better in 2023 with 51 interceptions and 33 touchdowns, but he threw for 5,000 yards. When I mean that, I'm being smart ass. I mean, he doubled down there, went up 10 on interceptions. Then he comes back and has that 2024 year where he goes to a 95.3 QB rating, close to that 100, but 5,021 yards, 41 touchdowns, 33 picks, and this was his best season. And in 2025, he drops way down to 58.5. I mean, 4,475 yards, 15 touchdowns, 58 interceptions. How do you bring the beat back with this type of... I mean, because at this point, we don't know if it was the coaching staff, it was the system, or if it's just him. How do you bring him back? This is 5 years of a whole lot of interceptions.
Man, I think that
4 years,
while we was in Cabo in the off season, man, sometimes players get the batting eyes and seeing each other out the corner of their eyes. They have a drink in the off season. They have a drink or two, and then you got that GM that'll make that move, man. What we did notice about him in Atlanta, man, he likes to definitely attack that tight end position, hit the tight ends. So I just think that with also having a veteran, we got a good group of young tight ends. We had even brought another tight end in, and we're having a veteran like Cummins. We can kind of like brush off and like get him out of some of them bad habits. I think, man, he got a lot of talent, man. We just the team's relied on Cummins. I just think that veteran leadership. He got a good group. We got some young veterans around him, man. Can brush off and show him some of these winning ways over here, man. We trying to take this next step, bro.
What you gotta change with him is the turnovers. 185 interceptions in 3 seasons. I mean 4 seasons to 185 interceptions. Yeah.
Mike said he's been calling me, and my phone is blocked, but I never blocked him. Can you see if my phone if it's blocked, so you can unblock it?
Uncle Mike?
Yeah.
All right, well, since you interrupted my podcast, say hi.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, Mama Ant?
All right, so again, Snake, I asked you this question: how do you, turn that turnover magnet around, man? Because he's thrown a lot of interceptions in 4 years. 185, man. That's on the
I'm
flip
looking
side
at
of that.
1 year. That 1 year might be a computer year. He did 41 and 33. Now you look at it, you see a 15-58. That's a real lopsided. Man, that's a real lopsided down thing. And I just think take his time, man, as he get adjusted to the system and the new offensive coordinator, man. Hey, we gonna ride. Do what we've been doing, man. He gonna fit in the system nice. You gonna see a different QB.
My thing is, all right, so like, all right, you don't go get this guy without a plan, period. All right, so we'll start there. You ain't gonna get him without a plan in place for this guy. So what's the vision?
So I mean, I think one of my biggest things was third down conversions. Some of them third down conversions. Quite a few of them look to upgrade on third down conversions and give me another option on third downs as well. You come in those third and short situations, and we're gonna rely heavy on the running game like we do, and work these tight ends, these other weapons, and give me another option definitely on third down.
It's not blocked, is it?
It's not blocked.
Looking to extend the play.
That's what I was gonna say about it. Extending plays. A lot of things happen on a rollout, man. A lot of things happen on a rollout. So I think that's exactly what he's gonna do. Where them third downs, third and sixes, third and eights, or even second and sevens, and things like that. He can get the yards with his feet. And I think what does this quarterback? I mean, obviously you've been chasing this quarterback since he was in the first draft. What does he do to your offense? Like, how can he come in and change the offense? Because the only thing missing is a better passing game. Does he give you? Here we go. Share contact. Does he give you that? Block this card. It's not blocked. I'm looking at it.
I told Michael. That's what I told Michael. What's his phone number? 1856.
Mama, we sent
11856. Give me Michael's number. 856.
There you go, right there. 607-4425.
Hey man, hold on.
I got it, Mom.
Okay. Hollywood Vikings come in and get their first dub of the season. Congrats.
That was fast.
Welcome back to the league, man.
All right, I apologize,
man, back on
fellas.
Sidney Cake. Oh, good, man. Sidney Cake, man. From the jump street, he'll be another option on our offense. You know what I mean? It just opens up to somebody else you got to keep an eye on to let these plentiful weapons. Like he's just another body that you have to.
He got you blocked.
He got her blocked.
Yeah, he got you blocked. I'll call him. I'll tell him unblock you. I got it. I'll talk to him. Give me a second. I'm gonna call him for you. I got it.
Mike, it's what you saying?
He blocked. He might got you blocked because if he didn't hear that phone ring.
That you might have me blocked.
That's the answer machine.
Well, answer. Call me back.
Just let me do it, Mom.
And Aunt gonna see what's going on. Wow.
All right. Give me a second. I got it.
All that time, it wasn't he on there. Oh.
There you go. Now you can talk to him. Uh-oh. You ain't gonna be talking to him there? I gotta pay my bill. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Mike, Anthony, Anthony tried call.
What he playing the game? What you playing,
I got my Pac-Man machine over here.
Oh shit.
Oh shit! You got
Oh
the
yeah,
Pac-Man
you,
tuck. All those you got
yeah,
that
you,
motherfucker.
yeah. Pac, you got. That's how he got. You got his nose.
Shit.
Oh man, see, you get the bullshit again.
You got his nose. And you look like Vin Rhymes.
Yeah, all right. You look like I seen the picture.
Cooking eggs, butt ass naked and shit. I don't have no face on love. You don't get the fuck out of here. Call me face on love.
Oh shit!
You cracking? You cracking? You know. Oh man.
Baby boy,
You call me baby boy, baby boy. Oh my god.
I call Saul Muhammad Ali and Queen Latifah.
Damn. He called Sid. Rest in peace, Sid. Called him Muhammad Ali and Queen Latifah together. Oh my god. And you look like Strahan. Bubble. Ma. Alright, y'all blowing my shit. Hey, Unc, I gotta go on my podcast show. Here go my mom.
Wildin' out.
Mike.
This don't turn. We turning into wildin' out on the podcast today, y'all.
Yeah. Right, family time.
If
Ma, leave me the hell alone.
Family
Look, you got me disconnected from the league and everything right now. We went from like 12 people watching to 3.
So what's going on, Mike?
God damn. All right, so Snake, me personally, I think he gives you a extra dynamic style. You got a guy that can run the ball. You got a guy that can throw the ball. I mean, his throwing stats are legit. That's the one thing. Like, his attributes as a thrower is legit. The thing is this: can you a guy that been doing it for 4 years? We talking about 185 interception. How can you change that? Like, have we ever seen anybody any quarterback come from something like that where
Russell Wilson.
Russell?
Giants kind of did it with Russell Wilson.
In the game. I'm thinking real life right now. Good shit.
Okay.
Great shit. That's a good. You know what I mean?
Giants
That's a bar.
Wilson.
That's a bar right there. I appreciate that. Yeah, they definitely did it. All right. Now, I'm quite sure your receiving room. What was there? When you let them know, look, man, this guy's out there. Steamer Beeman is on his way to Atlanta, and we're bringing in City Cake. Did they be like, true, or like, come on, coach, hell nah?
Man, it was definitely some mixed feelings in the organization, man. I guess that the powers to be. Sometimes you just got to make that rule. That you got to make that change, man. When you kind of feel like you're getting stagnant and not growing, and an opportunity like to come up to get this talent, regardless of what he's been doing on the field. Sometimes you just got to believe in your coaching staff, man. That y'all can get the best out of them. So that's what it was, man. Can't keep getting in the same positions, man. You gotta do something a little bit different. So we had to shake some things up over here. We actually, had to bring in a couple little.
Well, you had preseason. You had training camp with this guy. How what was the reception? How after the summer they spent with this guy, and he's the new starter over here. What type of connection do he have with the guys you got at receiver on his team?
Shit, the whole team was in Cabo. We all had a talk down there in the off season, man. We was watching the playoffs together, man. That's how all this shit started, bro. Like, matter of fact, we seen the shout out to the Chargers, man. We had seen the Chargers out there in Cabo, man, in the off season, man. Everybody getting them off season drinks and
caught his ass out there too, huh?
Yeah,
chilling in Cabo.
We was out there in Cabo, man. It was just that's where we just, man, a lot of little off season stuff happened, but
we ain't even had time to go to the Cabo right after the loss in the Super Bowl.
Man, I don't think you've never been to Cabo, man.
They told us
been to Cabo, bro.
Nah, they keep sending us to upstate New York, talking about go to Buffalo. The fuck? Oh my God. Man. Well, we know Cummins is the guy over here. All starts to back up. He could do a little bit of both fullback and tailback right now. You can't go wrong giving this guy the ball. It's Joey Strong Cummins. You know what I'm saying? Cummins, and I'm be coming around that. I be coming around that corner when I come. That's how he's singing. That's
boom,
when Joey
boom.
coming. I've been coming around that corner when I come. As simple as that. So you can't go wrong with this guy. I finally got to watch a game with Joey Cummings in that 32. At first I was like, and then I saw that the dark blue jerseys with the Cowboys had on against the football team. He's legit, bro. I really, now that I got to actually watch him playing the game, he is legit.
Did you see him do a little bit of everything out there?
A little bit of everything.
Just no one particular
legit.
style.
Yes, sir. He's legit.
He's
legit. I'm definitely on a
appreciate
on the Joey train right now. He's legit with that 32 on, looking real sweet in that thing. You gotta listen, man. You got a fast receiving core. You got a tree trunk, and Mr. Tree himself, Tree Owens. I think, with a guy like Sidney Cake, I think Tree Owens' season is gonna get better. Hardman, he got the speed. I mean, you got the guy with the arm talent. He can reach these guys down the field. You got weapons over here now that's gonna really demand the football in this offense. How much will you cater to the passing game this year? In development, trying to turn Sidney Cakes around.
Man, we're gonna give Cake a chance to. We're just gonna build his esteem a little bit, and then give him a chance to show what he can do, to fling it. He say he can make all the passes. There's some passes that the team didn't quite have faith in Steam and Beaming to make. Man, he like running around on the movie, being a movie star, part-time movie star, chasing this girl on the beach, that girl, and all this other shit. But like, man, at some point you got to stop holding them back, man. They got to do your thing. You either got to grow with this organization, or you got to move on to greener pastures. We wish Willie Beeman the best. He ain't say nothing bad about that man. Took us to a couple of playoffs, helped us rebuild the franchise, but we just hope this is another stepping stone in the right direction. It's time to go to work, man.
I like that. Time to go to work, man. And going to work, man, we want to find out which one of these guys, Owens, Hardman, Oskino, is going to emerge into being the #1 weapon for Sidney Cakes. I do know this. We're talking about the receiver. I was just going to say that. We're talking about the receivers, but Keon Slaughter is back. 90 speed, 92 excel at 6'6". Remember, when we start, 6'6", tight end, 6'6", 6'7". We've been seeing that, the entire draft class that come out. But what we haven't seen was these 6'7", 6'8", 6'9" guys that's 280 pounds out here looking like this, looking like Keon Slaughter. Bradley Moore, you got 2 dogs at tight end. You pick up Komet as well. Dexter Johnson's still in transition. Remember, this was a receiver turn tight end, so he's still in transition right now. You are loaded at the tight end position. You attack tight end in the draft, moving the fullback, right? There you go, Sergio Floyd. Superstar, 82 speed, 85 excel. This guy's a blocker machine, and let's see how much of a blocker machine he really is.
All in the 80s.
Okay, oh my God, run blocking. The only thing he's not legit at is pass blocking right now. He got work to do there, but you look at impact, 80, lead block, 79, run block, 80. He ain't gonna wow you with speed, but he can get some things done. I don't think they brought him in to play the fullback where they're turning around, giving him the ball. They got Ostop for that when they go to the elephant backfield. But with this guy in the backfield, he's definitely gonna, and with that ability, your nasty streak on this guy. Okay, so when Cummins turning that corner and he lines up and he gets to second and third level, and there's a DB out there at corner thinking he's gonna come down there and make a play, this guy is gonna level that guy. Simple as that. This is a good pickup right here, because the fact that you moved in the fullback and you got yourself an extra blocker on the field right now. It helps that offensive line out tremendously. He's number 14th ranked fullback in the league the moment he got moved to fullback. So we're starting to see some things offensively. The biggest offseason move for you was Cakes right now, man. We see how he's going to develop. It's going to determine everything. Now, what does the Cowboy offensive line look like? When the Cowboys are a playoff team every year and they're, talked about to be a Super Bowl contender, it starts with the Great Wall. Jeremy Huntington was a Pro Bowl player last year, 94 overall. You brought in a veteran, Elton Jenkins. Jimmy Morsay is still here. Left guard, Sean Fowler, superstar. So looking at 2 superstars so far. Another one at center, Jawan Poole, the rookie. What was the turn on for you here? Why was he important? Why did you go get this guy?
Well, I had 2 offensive linemen, 2 Pro Bowlers retire on me.
Oh wow.
Zach Martin and Bakhtiari retired on me.
Oh wow.
So Tyler
not only that, you had the kid from the first season.
Yep.
Left tackle retired on you. So why are these Cowboys retiring over here, man? What's going on?
They get that paycheck and a little bit of playoff life, like man. They get to really getting hurt, and I guess they don't like getting hit.
Get up
like,
out of
man,
here.
look,
We don't
bro.
need you. Get up out of here. They're getting too old for that. They say it's too physical in the NFC East, man. So they don't be trying to stay around too late in there. And I don't blame them. There's some hitters over here.
Is he a day one starter though?
Yep.
What round
Yes,
was
sir.
he picked?
Second.
Still in another still. I like that. Braden Smith is here, 30 years old, right guard. And then at right tackle, we're looking at a superstar Wyatt Teller. So you guys do a really good job in free agency and picking up those players late. Knowing like, and then you're smart about it. You know, we don't drop linemen, so go get them. Simple as that. On the defense side, Sami Nichols. Listen, this is going to be his third season. He shot out the cannon like fast in his rookie year. He stepped up and balled out. We know what you got at D tackle. But the fact that you got, a young edge rusher like this that's already up to a 95 right now, 88 speed, 94 excel, is very fast. Power moves 94, as strong as an ox. What does it do for this defense, man? Where we going for our Ty Bush? Then he played linebacker and turn DN.
Yeah.
All right, so you are three deep there. Khalil Mack still in the building. I know Khalil Mack ain't keeping that ability. No fucking way. He balled out. Let's see what type of ball out he did. He keep it.
He shouldn't have got dropped last year. You ain't gonna look at him just scoring and blocking field goals and stuff, man. You don't go deep enough.
Yeah,
then he split time.
So my thing is this. You saying, all right, well, he had 8.5 that the year before. He came back and had 9. This and that. Was that superstar football right there for a 30-something-year-old?
To be honest, bro, I'm ready for him. I'm ready for him to retire, bro.
Hey, he ain't going nowhere, though.
I'm just not releasing the free agency, though. I mean, I can't.
Yeah, I wouldn't let him go either. I'll keep him on his roster and develop
so
the shit out of
year,
this.
He only came in passing situations, so that's half. Him and Kenny Clark were splitting time as that fourth D lineman on my team.
That's an argument. I like it. But he's more of a mentor. This is like having a coach on the field right now.
That's what it is, a mentor.
You picked up Connor Randolph, right? 6'8", 270 pounds. I mean, this is tight ends in this draft. 6'8", 270. This guy is going to unlock to a superstar as well. I would say with the D line, you had the veterans over there, but Connor Carroll has been, everything for you. Like, to me, to build that front four, you had to start here, and you did that, and then build around him right now. Do you feel like you got the right pieces on the edge around him right now?
Yeah, man, I needed that. Khalil Mack, you can't never just don't disregard him or whatever. He's meant a great deal to the organization, brought some veteran leadership, paved the way and showed some of these young cats, how to really do their thing. So, he gonna be around this year to mentor Randolph. I mean, you see the impact that he had on Sami Nichols in a couple short years. So, I mean, we just building that D line big and strong. Pause, no homo. But
wrong with that.
Notice on my D line, it's all 6'7", 6'8". 90+ strength. It's all big boys down there.
And then big boys, like, and then, like, the whole thing is this, that it's not like they, like, slow. It's not like they, like, big, slow guys. They got good speed. I mean, you're looking at 6'7", 279, 280-pound guy with 88 speed, 94 excel. That's legit.
87 strength.
Again, Randolph is 6'8", 270, 86 speed, 91 excel as a rookie right now. That's a win right now. All right, so let's just look at, what you drafted so far. When it comes down to the, what you picked up so far, would you say Connor Randolph is the guy?
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys. I mean, from what I've drafted, from what you've seen so far, yeah, definitely. He is that dude. He's definitely coming expected to make a day one impact, and that's what we don't try to hold our rookies' hands, man. If we feel they got that talent, you need to get out there on the field and show us. Day one starter, we don't spend high picks for nothing. Get out there and start.
I feel it. Michael Parsons just gets moved back to the outside linebacker where, he's been dominant there. Like, I think, jack all trades, that's what I call him. You can move this guy anywhere on the field. I think he could play safety and corner if he wanted to. But he's back right now, man. All right, so when Connor is out there on the D line, would you say this is the actual captain of your defense?
Man, it's almost, to be honest, man, he is a captain on the defense, but man, Carroll means just as much to my team defense as the next one, man.
What was the reason for the move back to the outside linebacker?
I just feel like Parsons is such much more of a weapon. I mean, you're doing him somewhat as a disservice, not sending him after the QB period.
Right.
Man.
So I ain't mad at that.
But like if you look on my defense, he was kind of like my user piece sometime because where we are with the thresholds, you know, Cox is just a little bit out of that threshold for me to be running around with Cox or whatever. So you know,
running around with Cox.
Well, we made another acquisition. You know, we went and grabbed.
I'm just saying you running around with Cox though. Pause. This guy said he running around with Cox.
I didn't say that. I said to be running around.
But look, though, when most guys struggling at the linebacker position, you got 4 90 speed linebackers at middle linebacker. Let's just take a look at Tyler White. We know what he's about. This is going to be his 4th season, 91 speed, 92 excel. Cox been there since day one, 89, 90. And you got Hells, 90, 90. And then you got Elliott Ness sitting down here at 89, 91. Speed kills. You know, this is, you know, the Bucks got that fast linebacker core. I mean, fast linebacker cores change games, baby. You got it right now. I mean, is these guys all going to play for you, or somebody going on the block? What's going on? So nobody saw none of these players and asked you, yo, what's up, Finesse?
Hey, man,
yo, you trading Hells? Did you trade Jabril?
Niggas ain't want to come get Jabril Cox or nothing, nobody, man. You know, so the rich get richer. We even bought another vet out the free agency this year for the.
Is that Lucas Carney? Where he come from? 92 overall, 89 speed, 92 excel. This kid, 93 hit power, 89 tackling. Oh Lord. All right, so you're loaded at the linebacker spot. You've been really good at the linebacker spot since day one. Right now, I'm trying to get them. Oh shit! Yeah, get over here and come get him. He definitely a trade to you.
Come on, I got some linebackers.
But we talked about all that good front seven shit.
Man.
Now I'm not gonna say the kid's name. I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna do it.
Man.
So what I'm gonna say is this: you know, if I, you know, I had to make a choice. I had to make a choice. You know, family member or you know this guy. All right, Humphrey's 30 years old. Diggs is 28. You got Joseph, who's really, you know, he can be the #1 corner on this team at now with that 90 overall threshold, 96 95 excel. Israel, you know, maybe he can go back to safety or stay where he at. I like him at 6'4". They bring in another 6'4". Now imagine what the transition is going to be with Diggs playing. I mean, with Joseph playing in a slot, and when you move on from a Diggs and a Humphreys, you got 2 corners out there, 6'4". When you know you got receivers in your division alone, that's going to demand guys with height, physical, and strong, and can, you know, match up and get physical with some of these tall, big receivers that's in your conference alone right now. So my question is, just please change his name back to Sony, man. Come on, man. Von Savage Son. We can even call him Sean or something, man. That shit's terrible, son. Y'all niggas with these dumbass names. I'm not talking about him. I'll leave the table to you. But this was a great pick. When did you get him?
Man, he was son of a savage, man. Straight savage. He was picked 21, man. And he had top 5 talent out there, man. He was top talent out there, bro.
These niggas out here getting they motherfucking Dennis Rodman on this weird shit. Son of Savage. That's your name? Yo, so what's your first name? Son of a? You could at least put the shit together and made it a spinoff on some hitter shit where you doing time or demon time.
Like, man, look,
son, like you really spelled that shit right. Son, space, of, capital O, space, A.
That's what happened when you won the game at 5 o'clock in the morning for 6 hours doing the draft and trying to get through stuff. You start doing some stuff down there, bro. You gonna do some stuff when your eyes, one eye open, one eye closed, bro. How many times you
you know, we argue with Steam and Beeman, but name alone, name all jokes aside, though, bro. Dog.
Speed, height, hip.
I mean, make the argument that this was the best corner. He is a tweener. You understand what you can do with him, right? He's another Israel. Yeah. He's a tweener. I labeled him a tweener. Man.
Like 6'4", that speed, that height, 88 hit power, 75 tackling. With the way, you know, the way a lot of people like to hit these outsides and running this, that, and the fourth. I just I had to address and change some things. Needed some more athleticism on our defense, man. So you figure with them 6'4" corners. And we added another top prospect through another trade as well when you get to it. Like, it just, we need speed and hitting out there, man.
my question is, you guys drafted him at 21. I mean, you was rubbing your hands together like money, 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 money. Don't let this in. When they got to pick 19, did you feel like you had a shot?
Yeah, man, I seen, it tend to be a copycat league, man. We started to see a run on them tight ends. So, like,
Right.
I feel like they seen one or two cornerbacks. They seen that the other two top cornerbacks, I think, slide off. And people kind of like, man, you seen the tight running. People start really paying attention to the tight ends and running backs, low key, I feel. So, some of them other positions kind of just started moving away, dropping down.
I mean, to me, I think this guy's top 10 talent. Simple as that. That go 21. He's pissed off. He's angry. He's mad. All the teams that passed on him, is a problem. They had him, as a top 10 guy, and he, pretty much fell to the 21st pick. Now, look, man, he's on the Cowboys team. His brother is sitting in Philadelphia right now. Talk about it. What happens when this game is played between these two guys? What happens? I mean, they can't do nothing to each other. They're both defensive players right now, but Eagles, Cowboys can't stand each other. Their rival is deep, and it's always been a physical football game. We're not answering these, buddy. But what does having a guy like Savage right now at that cornerback position? Does he? I know you're gonna play him. Bottom line, he's gonna play. But my question is, how much and where?
Man, that has yet to be determined. He's definitely making a strong case to get on the field early and often, right away. But we got some dog vets over here that don't even just like.
I mean, I love
as
the pick.
well. So
I love the pick. This was there. I mean, it reminds me the same way his brother got picked in draft 1, where it was like, oh my God, y'all like, God, these from my fucking aunt and my mom was crazy.
Look at the way our division going. It was also a needed pick, man. It's a lot of big, tall, fast wide receivers over here in this division. And so when a top 10 pick you spend on the top
Jesus
10
Christ.
talent like wide receiver, you got to go get something to counter. You got to build them teams and stop that division to win your division first. Period, hands down.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You build for your division to win outside of your division. Simple as that. Let's get to the safety position, and we see Dunbar still here, and obviously something else happened. He goes and gets Junior Bonds from the Seahawks. How? I hope the Seahawks must have got something else, over there. Like, wait, all right, fine. Now, you can't give up this kid, 6'2", 215. I mean, everybody sought after him. Everybody wanted this guy a couple drafts ago. 93 speed, 96 acceleration. The development process is there. 87. He's the green arrow's up with you, so he really, 86, 85, 84. He's threshold out, superstar. How did you pull this off? I mean, snake shit. The grass was high. They ain't see you coming.
Gave him 2 young superstars that was about the same age, and I had to sign him. I mean, he wasn't signed, so
so that was the pitch. I'm saying, but the Seahawks. I mean, if you watching, you listening, nothing wrong. Do what you gotta do. Do what you want to do, but you don't get. What's up? Okay, well here, come get this phone because it keep ringing while I'm on my show. How about you get dressed so we can go to your grandson's basketball game? Alright, so why did you go get Junior Bonds? Was this somebody you looked at during his draft class where you probably wanted and didn't get him come back, or you just, you sent your GM out there?
I was trying to get him during the draft, man, and we seen him over there, kept an eye on him, feel his talent was being underutilized, man, and just so we had to make some moves over here to do some things and take the next step over here, man. I feel that we.
All right, so when it comes down to the Cowboys, this is what you're getting, flat out. They had a great offseason. I loved the offseason. They made some real big moves over here. They did some really good things. They got Junior Bonds in the trade. They got Sidney Cakes in the trade. 2 players that, were really big-time dogs, in my opinion. And, can they, come from losing teams and, play in the playoffs? And can they be factors? But there's a question mark there. can they change Sidney Cakes into a player that's going to, become a quarterback that can win ball games for this team? Because at the end of the day, you don't go get this quarterback without, trying to, get that passing game rolling right now. And if those 185 interceptions in 4 seasons still look the same over here, then it's like it could be one of those come back later on and be like, well, it was a waste of everything. What are you doing over here? Or it can turn out to be, the gym that, makes him have one of the best off seasons this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can come back to that, where it's like, damn, he did that, turned them into this, and that's that. You got 2 guys that, all they want to do is win. They're ballers. They don't care about the stats. They want to go to a team that, has a winning tradition. And they found a home in Dallas. I want to see what Bonds did in his 3 seasons. He's solid, 4 picks a year, every year so far, so 12 picks in 3 years. Ain't bad at all. All right. I like your off-season GM. I like your GM.com. I like it. But I think it's still like, on a level where Max is at. We can come back, later on down the line and we can say it was really this or it was either that. I think you're in the same situation. I'll ask you, since we're talking about your team, what has to happen for your offseason this year to be a success?
Man, some of these vets gotta turn the corner. Gotta be able to turn the corner. They gotta play ball that we haven't really seen them play in the NFL before, in the league before.
All right. And when you say veterans, you're talking about these 24-year-olds. They're not that old.
Yeah, I'm talking about like the new guys we brought in from different situations. From let's watch Junior Bonds and Sidney Cake and Junior Bonds, man. I think that they just got to. Hopefully their habits they're not too entrenched in the habits they brought from these other teams. We just got to get them to turn the corner. We get them on board. I think everything else will go right in place.
You got to better break habits, man. At this point, these guys accepted losses. They accepted losing. I'm not saying, to better, they had to get over losses more and then big losses as well. And they're in a situation now where they're coming into a very, very competitive division, and the Cowboys have been a playoff team, simple as that. And they want to continue to, make that playoff and try to go forward in that playoff. You got guys on paper right now that's like, damn, because these are guys that I would have went after in the draft if I had an opportunity to get them, especially Junior Bonds. I definitely am in the dummy league. He's a baller. At the same time, you bring in over, you got to better, break habits. These guys have, they lost a lot of games in their career, where they lost, coming out of the draft, they were big name guys where it was nothing but buzz around them. And then, the losing make you forget about these guys. Some said Cake wouldn't be in the NFL after this season. He gets one more shot over there for you guys. And do you feel like that he got put on this season, or is it a wrap for him?
As a starter, if he don't do his thing this year, who knows? He could end up like what's the guy in Oakland that we talking about? He could end up as a backup, man. He could end up as a career backup.
Justice, yeah.
Justice. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a put up or shut up. I mean, it gotta be. You had a season, 15 touchdowns, 48 picks over there. God damn.
15 touchdowns, bro.
15 touchdowns, 48 picks. That's one.
No, he ain't throw 48. He threw 58.
58? Sheesh.
He was out here dotting the other team up. Catch that.
Yeah, that's why he had a -4, -5 when we did that trade. He was -5 in the red.
He threw completions just to the wrong team.
I gotta go see how many touchdowns the other team had. He threw more touchdowns to the other team than his own team with only 15 picks and 58 interceptions. That'd be crazy, bro.
All right, let's talk about it. Did I hear somebody else will be throwing a football over here and not Doolittle? Did I hear that today in the chat?
No way.
So does that mean GDK is on his way as Ray B to start? There's no way you're putting the 80 overall backup who shouldn't be an 80 overall backup on the field over a 97 guy that just got you into the playoffs. No way. I hope not. But what I do
think
know
he was
is
talking
this.
about somebody else. I ain't gonna
Who?
lie.
Who he's talking about?
Cause didn't he say Lil Bro got the new quarterback under center?
Say that again.
I think he said Little Bro got the new quarterback under center. I thought he was talking about Craig's
The
little bro.
Raiders. He might be talking about the
Yeah,
Raiders.
I thought he was talking about the Raiders.
He said that. Yeah, he said Lil Bro got the new QB under center. Joel Parker. Yeah.
I think he was talking about the Raiders.
Yeah.
I think Doolittle still very much got the job over here.
Yeah, he ain't great. Doolittle on X Factor. DK is only a star. He ain't fooling around with that, bro. He ain't doing that shit.
Not in the Beast East.
Nah, hell no.
I hope not. Better
You
not.
do that shit. That one game you lose can be the difference. You lose that one game you lose with him will be the difference between fighting for the playoffs in week 16, 17, 18 and not fighting for the playoffs in week 16, 17, 18. You go that route.
Well, we know Doolittle has to keep transitioning. Doolittle has to continue this, grow. Continue to this day, still to right now, to this point, he has to continue to grow. And don't make the turnovers in the wrong situations. Where keep your offense positive. And you know what? I think, if it wasn't the move of the draft, it was the steal of the draft. And this is a situation where the lights are bright, all eyes going to be on you, and you can't fuck this one up. To get a running back in the building, just listen to me. To get this type of back in your backfield after getting a back last year,
definitely a big move, man.
Boom!
All right, so let's take a look at Boom. Boom Jackson, 6'3", 245 pounds. 6'3", y'all hear this? 6'3", 245 pounds. You're looking at a linebacker in the backfield right now. We already showed it. He already went up Dev 1, 96 speed, 95 excel. The Snake, bro. Snake. 21, 85 elusive, 85 receiver, 82 power back. And it's funny because his power back is lower than all that shit. And he got 95 break tackle, 96 speed, 96 acceleration.
All I'm gonna say is, man, I'd actually love to start with a running back like that.
95
and not actually really have to go build his ass.
No.
Oh my
78
God.
carrying with a +3 to that. 90 ball vision. You understand? Elusive is written all over this guy. I mean, agility 95, ball vision 90. Then he's breaking tackles at 95, trucking at 95, stiff arm at 90. Look at the arms. Look at those arms stiff arming you. Look at those arms stiff arming you. You look like a ball-headed me. Look at those arms stiff arming you right now. Then juking is a 95, so he can get. He's shifty. I mean, he is shifty. This is not a one-cut back. This is not a run-you-over back, and that's all he can do is just run forward with power. This is when the game is catered to a running game, and you get this guy on fire, and you already can't stop half the running backs in the league when they're on fire for getting 4 yards. I think he get 8. 93 change of direction, 85 strength. I mean, the guy catches the ball well out of the backfield. 80 short route, 80 medium route, 85 catching traffic, 85 special I mean, what aren't we not seeing on this guy right now? He comes in tank right away, freight train right away, and he can hit the home run. So, Smoking Hayes was like, all right, we needed that back that got that speed that we could turn the corner and get ghost with. And then they come right back and say, well, we got power back, but he can get ghost with it too. Max, talk about this. If used the right way, are we seeing a combo with these running backs, or are we going to see a takeover with Boom?
You seen what I said? I think they should be Smoking Boom, if you ask me. Smoking Jackson, Boom Hayes, whatever combo you want to call them, two niggas, they need to come as pairs. Vintage, Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram, motherfucking.
I'm gonna tell you what's about to happen, bro. Smoking Hayes days is numbered and limited. If not next year, I'm about to tell you what's gonna happen, bro. It might not be 1 year, it might be 2 years, but Hitter gonna move up back into a top 5 draft pick with Smoking Hayes. Period.
I think you're gonna utilize both these guys. Bo's gonna demand 25 to 30 carries a game. I think if they can get on that pace and still be able to throw the ball, I mean, come on, like you got one of the strongest running tight ends in the league with Cannon, and now you get one of the right. I can't wait to watch a game. I can't wait to see what this kid's gonna do. on the field. Like this might be the most anticipated debut that we've been anticipating. Like this is he has to. I'm gonna be honest with you. You got to do what the Cardinals did. You got to come in and hit Israel. This guy, like make him, like make him everything. Your entire offense. I'm not saying go away from some of the things you do, but like man, a runner back like this makes Doolittle look like an elite quarterback if it's used right. I mean, you're not turning the ball over with a guy like this, bro. You can use him in any way possible, man. You can use, he can be the fullback for this team. He can be a receiver on this team. I mean, 6'3", 245 with 4.3 speed. Oh my God, what are we saying right now? Then
the Vikings game didn't save.
Oh yeah, that's crazy right now. Madden is
man.
They got to fix this shit, bro.
That's like the third person, bro.
Correction ain't saved too. Yeah, that's how it was the year Falk, the first season, year 2 when Falk beat me. We came back in the regular season and everybody shit wasn't saving. I think they hold on, I'll look it up. The patch was supposed to fix that. And is not working. But take a look at it though. They went and drafted Biggie Smalls last year, who played really well for this team. We know Demon Time was actually stepping into that #1 receiver role. They still got Samuels and Scary Terry here. But then they go pick up Pop Crib, 6'6", 221, 95 speed, 94 cell, 97 special catch, 98 jumping. The only thing this guy doesn't have is a lot of playing time. That's it. That's all he's gonna have. This receiver room is big, 6'5", 6'6", 6'3". And then they got Wills. They getting old, but they got Wills. Samuel's probably gonna drop, and McLaurin has another season with this team right now. They have the weapons for sure for Doolittle. There's no excuse for Doolittle at this point right now. Brahim Cannon is exactly that, a monster. And then they got Doing Time, his brother. They got Demon Time's little brother, Doing Time, who the little brother's bigger than the big brother. 6'5", 235 pounds, 90 speed, 90 XL, 95 special catch. I mean, what you call him, Sir Isaac? Sir Isaac got shoes to fill right now, because as of right now, this is the best athlete out of the Cannon family right now that's in the league. This kid, he can run block. He can do everything. Everything. Is it something that we're not missing? 90 break tackle. 90 special catch. It's good. Impact blocking, 85 with a +3 to it. The only time you're gonna see something that's not green is with the pass blocking, and they don't really need him to do that. They throw the ball to him right now, man. From quarterback to the tight end position. So far, the weapons, this might be the best football team in y'all division right now. To me personally, I think this is the best team in y'all division right now. Like, just looking at what I just saw just now out of all y'all offensively, man, and you just can't fuck this up at all. There's no way you can fuck this up. You got so much you can do, so many weapons over here. You got so many different styles of play you can play with over here. You are in a good situation, my friend. I like it. I like it a lot. Like they glove. Now let's go look at the offensive line, and you see it. Riley Dickens. They built that line. It's built. Riley Dickens, superstar. Left guard Isaiah Sinclair, Pro Bowl guy, superstar. Get that 63 off your roster. Tyrone Leonard, superstar center. Get that 63 off your roster. What are you doing? Brandon Sheriff up there in age, 34 years old, but he's still a superstar. He's still a veteran of this team. He's the leader of this offensive line. They have the protection for show. They definitely got the protection over there. Scott Black, superstar. They are loaded. They got the protection. They got the weapons. Here's my question, though, Snake. Weapons, protection, they look really good. They look really good, man. This is one of the better just alone. Their offense is legit right now. They got all dogs running around. Can the coordinators handle their business to make this team play at an elite level?
Man, this is year 3 for Doolittle? Year 5?
Listen, the Giants are in a little transition. Period. They're in a stage where you can catch them right now. But I don't know how long you're gonna better keep them in that stage of you can catch them right now. But right now, they're in that transition. I think this team, along with you, man, the sky's the limit this season. We should see. And just looking at the teams.
We got questions over here too right now.
I get it.
Losing situation.
I
man.
get it. But this ain't the only questions here. Isn't the players on the field? It's the coaching staff. What does the offensive coordinator do with all this? I mean, you should be up late night. You should break night every night trying to scheme the weapons you got on offense over here. Simple as that. Montez Sweat comes back. They do get Angelo Falk in the draft, 6'6", 255 pounds out of North Carolina.
Falk's making it in the league too. Shit.
Chase Young is over here. What'd you say? Who made it?
I said these Falks keep making it in the league too. Another Falk, man.
That's a big name in this league, right?
It's starting to become a name, a known name in the league for real, man.
Yes, it is. Man, listen, man. Jonathan Allen gets moved from D tackle to the DN. I ain't mad at it. I see what he's doing. Chase Young and Sweat is still the man on the edge. You know what he did in the playoff game. In that loss, he balled out. Deron Payne is still here at 29 years old. Aubrey Drake is here, and then they got Craig Mack. I'm kicking new flavor in your ear. Brand new flavor in your ear. 6'7", 355 pounds. 84 speed. Listen to this. 6'7", 355 pounds. D tackle. I'm going to rewind that back. 6'7", 355 pounds at D tackle. 84 speed, 84 excel, 85 agility, 85 change of direction, 99 strength, 75 awareness, 77 play rec. Then you're looking at 84 power moves, 84 finesse moves, 85 block shed. The moment that package happens or ability happens here, 95 hit power from 6'7", 355 pounds that's running at 84 speed. Oh my God. That front four is dangerous on defense right now. And at the linebacker level, we really want to see Jacoby Stevens have a breakout year. We have to. QB killings, they throw it by tandem right now at the middle linebacker. Jamin Davis, I know for a fact, is somebody they want to move forward from. So if somebody looking for a linebacker, Hollywood Shawn, come get him. Jamin Davis, 91 speed, 93 XL, 27 and 93 overall. Amari Braxton is the guy over here. You know, Tyreek, little badass is over here. B. Urlacher is over here. They loaded. They loaded. They might not have abilities everywhere, but they loaded. You know, King Von over this bitch, 87 speed, 91 XL, 90 hit power linebacker. Malik Leak is still playing at Pro Bowl level. And then here's the secondary, Eric Stokes. Q-Stead's here. Benji Allen. You got Early Reeds. You got Wateroff and Lil Dirk. Oh my God, they fast as fuck in the secondary. Jaylon Johnson is in their second season with them from free agency. Terrell, I'm telling you, y'all got Lil Dirk. Y'all guys these names, man. Terrell Williams, 6'4", 215, 92 speed, 93 XL. I mean, Rich.
Oh my gosh, man.
It's all good because we're gonna come back to the Eagles. I'm gonna give them their own little special segment. I gotta roll.
Hey,
my son got a basketball game, about to get a double for show. And when I get back in this bitch, we'll get back to it. Other than that, you already know how we kick it. When we kick it, holla at me. We had about 11 to 23 people watching at the whole time, bro. That's what's up. Thank y'all for tuning in. And here's the franchise guru, Snake. You already know how Cobra Kai coming. Holla at us. Sydney Kate, 185 picks in 4 seasons. Oh, my God.